did I have that conversation with that person? I don't remember. I have to go look for it. We are in a communication crisis, and we need better skills. We need better skills to communicate, and we need systems to keep up with that. So in this crisis, though, we need to start with ourselves, because everybody's having this communication confusion, and we can only change ourselves. We can only improve the way we communicate. We cannot improve the way others communicate with us. Mostly, maybe a little bit, but mostly we can only control ourselves. So let's take a look at our timelines here. Now, as a consumer, not as the real estate professional, but as a consumer, how quickly do you expect a response? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 30 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, so fast, yes. We love that, thank you very much. We love the quick response. However, when we don't hear back immediately, we say, okay, I'll give them a little bit more time. And we are used to sometimes having the email communications where we send in a request, and we will often hear back within 24 hours. At least from those tech companies that have their systems down, where they're sending you emails very quickly. Okay, so that's you as the consumer. You as the real estate professional, how quickly are you getting back with the people who call you? Whether they're a lead, which is kind of the primary item in this one, but even with your clients or with people you're working with, how quickly do you get back with them? Do you like the 24 hours? Yes? No? You know why I actually like the 24 hours? Is because I have found if I do not call someone back within that 24-hour period, I'll forget about it. Wah, wah. That's really bad, okay? I found this survey. This organization, Roof.ai, they do some real estate digital work with real estate companies. And they were talking to some of their friends, one of the people here, and they said, oh my gosh, I can't get the real estate agent's information. I can't get them to get back with me. So they did a little survey. And they contacted 74 brokerages, various ways, depending on what they found on their websites. And let's take a look at these statistics. How many of the real estate agents or companies got back to them within 5 minutes? 9%. 9. Wow. Are you surprised? I wasn't. The second one, which I wish was broken down a little bit smaller, but it's not. It's anytime from 5 minutes to 3 days. 50% of the agents or the companies got back to that lead within 3 days. This lower number, that's the scary one. 41% didn't ever get back with that person. Okay. Well, let's talk about how people find you. Because this got me thinking about what is the consumer experiencing? And I recently was a consumer buying a house, and so I experienced some of these frustrations as well. So how can people find you? Well, maybe if they see a listing with your sign, they look for your brokerage firm. And they go online and they find a static form. Where is that even gonna go? I don't know. Who's gonna call me back? Anyone? Maybe there's an email address. I feel like I can get a little farther with an email address. Maybe. Is there a phone number? Can I even call the brokerage and get a real person? Of course, I can't call them at 9 o'clock at night when I'm sitting there looking for houses and have a question, though, can I? Yes, we do have limitations like that in our humanity. Can they call you? Can they find your phone number attached to your listing or even attached to your name? How can people find you? Okay, think about this. Online buyers, they're looking online. They want to start the chat online, right? They want to communicate with you immediately through some technological form. They're online, they just as soon not talk to you right now. But there are still enough of the offline buyers who maybe even saw the listing, but maybe they drove by beforehand and they saw it. Well, they want to call you. And they want you to call them back. They like the telephone. Some of us still like talking on the telephone. True? Anyone? Yes, I love talking on the telephone. So some of us still like that. The way they connect with you is likely the way they want to be communicated with. So, can they even find your phone number and email address online? Or are you a secret agent? Don't be a secret agent, okay? I have a suggestion for you on your next break or later. Don't do this right now. I want you and a friend to Google each other. Why do you need to do that with a friend? Because your phone knows you. Go on their phone and see what their phone says about you. Okay? So I suggest you do that and see what comes up. Can the public find your telephone number and email address easily? All right. What is one client worth? So if we happen to be in that 41% and we don't return a phone call, and we get lots of spam, right? So sometimes we get calls from people that we don't know who the number is. Well, when Claudia called me, I didn't know what her name was, what her number was. I didn't have her number. She had my number. But I answered the phone. Well, I called her back. I answered the voicemail, I listened to the voicemail, and I called her back. So let's